Have you ever considered what motorcycle riding can teach us about leadership? Well, it's not as far-fetched as you might think. Just like navigating through traffic on two wheels, leadership requires awareness, agility, and a deep understanding of your environment. Rise and shine, leaders. This is Glen, Guyton, keynote speaker and workplace trainer. It's time for our executive coffee break. I've got my beverage in hand. I hope you have yours too. They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose your workplace culture and your beverage. Leadership matters, so you might as well get good at it. Well, today I want to talk a little bit about something I'm passionate about: motorcycle riding. Now, you may not be interested in riding motorcycles, but people who ride motorcycles are really interested in motorcycle riding. And so I want to connect two of my passions, leadership and riding motorcycles. So I'm going to give you 5 things that I've learned since I've been riding motorcycles. So number 1, share the road. One important thing in leadership is cultural competency. And it reminds me of how you have to share the road when you're riding motorcycles. Just as motorcycles must share the road with all types of vehicles, leaders must foster an environment where diverse perspectives and cultures are not just acknowledged, but integrated into the fabric of the organization. This approach strengthens teams' dynamics and enriches our workplace cultures. Hey, you're not alone when you're out there on the road driving in your cars. There are different types of vehicles, trucks, motorcycles, bicycles, pedestrians, and we all somehow must find out how to work together. Now, there are some clear ways this happens. You know, we have road markings. Sometimes we have special lanes for bicycles or pedestrians. But I believe just as we have to pay attention to what's going on when we're driving in our cars and the different types of vehicles, we have to pay attention to the different type of people in our workplace. And we have to make sure that people are in their proper lane. We also have to make sure that we're able to share the road. We have to share the office. We have to share ideas. We have to share thoughts. We have to share space with one another. And we all have to do it in a way that's safe and allows us to get to our destination safely, or to accomplish our mission with less stress and greater harmony. Number 2, wearing your gear. I believe as we think about leadership, we have to have protective systems in place. Motorcyclists wear gear to protect themselves. Similarly, leaders must establish protective systems within their organizations to safeguard their team's well-being. This means creating a supportive environment that encourages wellness and resilience against stress and other workplace harms. So look, when I ride my motorcycle, I have my gloves to protect my hands. I don't want rocks and things hitting them. And I got to protect the most important part of me, my beautiful face, my head. This is my helmet. Stick it on here for you all. But this is one of the most crucial pieces of gear that I have. And you have to wear all the gear all the time. That's the saying in the motorcycle community, all the gear all the time. Now, there are plenty of people who ride motorcycles and they don't wear helmets. They don't wear protective gear. I have skid resistant pants. I also have a jacket. I have armor in my elbows and other like places that might hit the ground. God forbid that I fall. And so just like I wear my protection in the workplace, we need protection. And you need these protections and systems in place all the time. Not only some of the time, but we have to be consistent in the systems that we use to protect our employees, our staff. We can't just apply systems of protection randomly. Again, I never know when something may happen when I'm riding my motorcycle and say, hey, what if it's just one day I decide not to wear my helmet? I'm just going up here to the store. I'm not going to wear my helmet. But then that could be the day that something happens and then boom, my head is messed up. My brain is messed up. And so we want to make sure we have things in place to protect people. And it's all the time, all the gear, all the time. Consistency of leadership is really important. And so we want to make sure that we're doing the things to protect our teams, protect our members all the time. And we have to have the right gear for the right situation, or the right systems and protections in place for the right thing for the right components of our workplace. We want to protect every aspect of our institution, of our organization. And so again, I wear gloves, I wear special boots, all the gear to protect all the vital parts of this organism. And you need to protect all the vital parts of your organism, which is your organization. Lesson number 3, motorcycle awareness, or just for you, awareness. On a motorcycle, you must be agile and aware of your surroundings to navigate safely. In leadership, this translates to being flexible and responsive to the changing dynamics within your team and the broader industry. It's about being proactive, not reactive. And this is really, really crucial when you're riding. You just have to be aware of what's going on to navigate safely. There are many hazards that aren't hazardous to cars, but are very hazardous to me as a person that rides a motorcycle. So I have to be aware. I'm always aware. I'm always hypersensitive to what's going on and what's coming next. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but you have to be aware of your surroundings in a motorcycle. And when you're riding a car, you're pretty much just sitting there. You can put on cruise control. Now, they do have these things for motorcycles, but for most of the time you're shifting, you're using both hands and both feet when you're in a motorcycle. So there's a lot of stuff going on. You're shifting, you're braking. You have a brake on your right foot. You also have your gear shifter on your left foot. You have your throttle on your right hand, and you have your brake. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So you have to be aware of what's going on. And in the corporate world, you're juggling a lot as a leader, right? You have so many different teams that you have to be in tune with, but you have to pay attention to each one of those in order to operate effectively. And you have to sync things up properly, right? There's a pattern to clutch, throttle, brake. It's a whole lot that you have to do. Eventually, it becomes somewhat of second nature, but you never want to take these things for granted. You always want to make sure that all aspects of what you're doing on a motorcycle are synced up and operating properly. Even being aware of checking out your bike before you go ride. For those of you that don't ride motorcycles, you're probably really bored now. I'm sorry, but if you do ride motorcycles and you're a leader, you might appreciate this. Okay, lesson number 4 that I've learned. Think about marginalized people in your workplace. Now, the dynamic between cars and motorcycles on the road can mirror how marginalized people might feel in the workplace. Leaders must ensure that all voices are heard and valued, recognizing the unique challenges that some team members face and acting to bridge those gaps. And so on the road, motorcycles are like the marginalized community. Cars operate much different. They're protected in a different way. Something that harms a car or damages a car slightly could kill a person on a motorcycle. They actually tell you when you're riding motorcycles to ride like you're invisible, like no one sees you. So think about that in people in your workplace. Who's invisible? Who don't you see? They tell you that on a motorcycle so that you can survive. You have to realize that when people are driving cars, they're looking for other cars. They're not looking for you on a motorcycle. They're not looking for bicyclists. They're not necessarily looking for pedestrians. That's why people get hit. One of the most dangerous times on a motorcycle is in a neighborhood or at cross streets, probably going about 30 miles per hour. It's not like driving down a highway, driving down the interstate. It's in these close-knit communities late in the day, sun's in your eyes, and people are not paying attention to you. They're not looking for you, or they can't see you because of some environmental factors. And so think about that when we think about people in the workplace. Who is hidden? Who don't we see? Who aren't we paying attention to? And this can also help you understand some of the camaraderie between maybe people of color, people of different identity groups, even maybe women in the workplace or the LGBT community. People on motorcycle, we have like a little symbol, a little thing that we do, a little sign when we're riding down the road. We see another person on a motorcycle. We throw out our two fingers, point to the ground. I didn't start it. That's what we do. It's like keep two on the ground or something. I don't know. It's a long history, but we just do it. I see another motorcycle person, I give them the sign. And if that motorcycle person doesn't give me the sign back, I'm offended. That's just the rules. That's just the way it is. And so think about different cultures, different groups, and how they operate, how they interact in the workplace. Number 5. I'm really stretching these analogies today, aren't I? It's Friday, but so let's have a little fun. All right, number 5, the road ahead. Finally, riding a motorcycle teaches us to look ahead and anticipate the road's challenges. As leaders, we must look forward, planning for the future while being prepared to handle things that are unexpected with grace and resilience. I like that. We have to handle the unexpected with grace and resilience. Again, this kind of goes with being agile, but more than that, you have to anticipate what's ahead as a person riding a motorcycle. As leaders, we do too. We have to see the hazards before they damage us. We have to look for those changes, and we have to look for the road ahead and be prepared. Because once you come up on an obstacle as a leader or as a person that's riding a motorcycle, it could be too late. And so I'm always scanning. I'm always looking ahead in both my motorcycle riding and my leadership journey. I'm looking ahead. What's next? What are the things that could possibly damage my team, damage my organization? How am I going to anticipate what happens next? Even when I stop at a stoplight, I'm thinking like, okay, I need 2 or 3 ways to exit here. I have a contingency plan. When I'm getting close to other cars, I say, okay, if this car does this, these are my 2 or 3 options that I can do to avoid a crash. And so I'm always trying to anticipate danger. I'm anticipating change. We have to do those same things as leaders. Okay. So my challenge for you today, I challenge you to apply one of these motorcycle inspired lessons to your leadership approach this week, whether it's embracing cultural competency, reinforcing protective systems, enhancing your agility, or supporting marginalized team members. Choose one area to focus on, share your experiences and learnings with the team, and share them with me. I would love to hear how this has impacted you. So as we close, let's not forget the strength and perseverance that it takes to lead with empathy and inclusivity. Better leaders get better results. So to every one of you leading the charge for a more supportive and engaging workplace, I leave you with this. Stay bold, stay inspired, and remember that your actions today shape the culture of tomorrow. My name is Glen Guyton. You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And for my motorcycle riding leaders, stay safe out there. Hey, incredible viewers, are you ready to transform your workplace into a haven of respect and productivity? Well, I would encourage you to check out my book, Navigating Microaggressions at Work. This is an essential read for your employee resource groups to help you identify, address, and prevent microaggressions in the workplace, because I want you to foster an environment of inclusion and respect where everyone thrives. Make a choice that leads to a less stressed, high-performing team. The book is available on Amazon.